We're here today with new head Baker wrestling coach Cody Garcia. Coach, we want to take this opportunity to welcome you to Baker as you get ready for your first season. But to start off, tell us a little about yourself and your family, and where you came from before your time here at Baker.
Yeah, well, again, I really want to thank Baker University for allowing us to come here, and my family, my wife Kim, my oldest Milena, 7-year-old here. She's on the bus now, so she's pretty excited about that. Eliza is in the 4-year-old program, which is a great deal. So we're excited for her to be in the district, and again, she being on the bus she thinks she's pretty cool. And then Adrian, he'll be 3 here in November, and all 5 of us. So we've just been so appreciative of the support this community, this university has given to us, this opportunity for me to continue with the shared passion that I have for wrestling, and allow me to continue to use some of those skill sets to have an influence on these guys. There's a great group of guys here, and I'm excited to work with them. So I'm really excited to be here and appreciate that opportunity.
Well, with your success as a wrestler at the collegiate level and as a head coach so far, what do you hope to bring with your wrestling experience here to Baker and to the wrestlers here at Baker?
Well, I think this program. The nice thing about wrestling is it demands a lifestyle out of you. I think you got to be consistent with that. And I think once they establish what they want to be about, allows us to start to look at what are the things we're going to be able to do as a program. With a great group here, I've been really proud of kind of how they've transitioned so far, how they've embraced the changes. 48 guys is a lot of guys, but at the same time, that's a lot of work power. You get all 48 guys in there, and they're throwing weights around right now, especially. They're doing a great job. It's been a tremendous environment to work in. Just like I said, that work power, that team power that keeps coming each and every day, that consistency that they've brought so far, it's encouraging. It really is. It's encouraging. I think you see that, and you start to see, not only do I start to see kind of what expectations we can start setting for ourselves, but I think they're starting to see it. They start looking around, and they know the talent that's in there. They know the work that's getting put into it. They know the why, and right now, like I said, this week we're trying to endure the how. We're going to figure out a way to make sure we're maximizing, and they're willing to do the work to get there, and I think that's exciting. And the things that I was very fortunate to be a part of a good program, like I said earlier, and I think being able to see that, like I said, even in high school, I was a part of 2 team state titles, and then went up in college and was a part of 4 national titles up there as an athlete, and a 5th one as a coach. So being a part of that type of success, seeing the things that are in place to allow teams to thrive, you start to try to see how that we can transcend some of those same concepts, and I think we have a lot of things in place here, and that's what's exciting about it. Still, some work to be done, but that possible, that hope, doesn't make it easy, but it's encouraging, like I said, and I'm excited to take some of that stuff that really has been instilled in me, and I think that I see now as an opportunity for these guys to really move from good to great, and that's really our passion, our purpose right now, and if we continue to be purpose and value driven, I think we can accomplish some of those things.
When your team gets out on the mat and competes for the first time, what do Baker fans expect to see out of a Baker wrestling team? What are some of the values, and when what will fans look for out on the mat?
Yeah, I think right now we're trying to own confidence. I think that's a big thing. The biggest thing with wrestling, you have to be confident. You have to believe that you deserve to have success when you step in the line, and you can rely on that preparation to that point. You've seen that, like I said, they know they're putting in the work. They feel like once we step on the mat, we're going to be ready and deserve to have some success. I think for us to be successful, one, we're going to have to be fundamentally sound. That's been something that you can see across the board from all styles, mindsets. Those are the guys that are having success. Fundamentally sound, great position. If you hold position, you're going to win a lot of matches. Our goal is to continue to move, hold position, create scoring opportunities by getting people out of position and capitalizing in those moments. That conditioning power, I think we've been doing it. That's where you get a lot of that confidence, that third period confidence. So we've been doing glow stick Thursdays. break to shine. You know, we want to make sure, just like a glow stick, you gotta break it before it glows. And I think these guys right now, you gotta put in that work to make sure that we feel like we're going to be confident, get our hand raised. But yeah, I think that mindset, that tenacity, that just bringing it type of mentality is very important. I was a very offensive wrestler, and I encourage that. You know, we've got to make sure we maintain great position through that. But I want to initiate, the scores. I want to make sure that we're working the score the whole time, because when we're on our offense, I think that's when we're going to be our best.
Last question for you. Do you and your coaching staff and as a team, do you guys have goals for this first season with you as the new head coach? And what are your goals for this first year?
I think you have to have goals. You have to have so we don't want to create limitations with our expectations. We gotta have high expectations, and we gotta have a culture that fosters that standard. And I think we began to do that. Still putting pieces together, trying to assess what really is our potential at this point. It's kind of tough, but I think as you look around, there's a lot of guys that expect to be on a podium. You start getting that many guys considering themselves worthy of being on the podium, you can start putting some points together in a national tournament. I think it's just consistency, though. You got to make sure you're consistent through the rounds, through the matches, be able to be resilient in tough times. And if we do that, there's a great potential to do some more firsts here at Baker. And I think that's important to continue to move this program in a positive direction. And I think, like I said, we have the resource, we have the guys to be able to do it. It's a matter of now taking it day by day, and enjoying the journey, understanding the journey, understand the process that it's going to take for us to get to where we want to be. Again, like I said, with kind of the quote of the week this week, just being able to, if we know the why, if we know what we're going for, some of those goals, we're going to be able to embrace, endure, take on, own some of those challenges, some of the how that comes along with striving to be great, striving to be excellent. And I think sometimes that really more than anything probably just takes that sacrifice. It takes courage, So I'm asking these guys to go out on a limb, because that's where the fruit's at. And I think that's where we're going to have the most success, when we make that commitment to doing the things we're capable of doing down the road here. And said if we just continue to get better each day, that's going to be the big thing. Focus on getting better each day, getting better each moment, owning each day. I think that allows us to do the things we want to do.
Well, Coach, thank you for your time, and good luck in your upcoming season.
Hey, thanks, Tyler.